Yeah, it was like that fucking time. Remember when you were sick?
Yeah, I desecrated my underwear.
You so freaking bad. Wrestle me.
Hey everybody, welcome to Juice Pro Wrestling.
Episode 254.
Grapples Galore! Welcome back everybody to Juice Pro Wrestling with a little bit of the feel-good hits of the 70s. Yeah. Oh, it's good to be back with you guys. How you guys doing this week? Bodi, Sreten back in the fucking house. I feel like, fucking trifecta's full effect.
You look good. Both of yous.
Likewise. And you know what time it is, Bodi.
Coors, the banquet beer.
That's right.
When you just get done playing an acoustic guitar, not very well, but you do it mightily good. It's time for a Coors banquet
you gotta
beer.
build up that liquid courage, Come on, man.
Nice intro.
Down, God. Hey,
10 out of 10 with the acoustic playing the intro. I like it. Good job.
All right. I just got to learn our theme song on acoustic.
I applaud you. Yeah, right. Acoustic unplugged. It's a banger.
Thank you, Applaudio. Castagnola.
Applaudio Castagnola.
Hey, first and foremost, let's get the formalities out of the way. Everybody, thank you for checking out our last episode with Eric Dillinger.
Yeah.
Fucking killer 2-part episode. That dude fucking rules. That's our third entry into our XPW expose. And we got more coming in 2024. So stay tuned, motherfuckers. And make sure you hit like, subscribe, and share and tell all your friends about this show. Now, that being said, all three of us are back in the motherfucking saddle again, ready to rip shit up. Let's talk about what the fuck has been going on in professional wrestling today. I see you. I see you.
I see you.
Bodie, let's just start off with some fucking AEW shit, man.
We should.
We got a lot of good things going on, a lot of going on, and I think we're trying to deflect that proverbial TNA stink from the fair weather fans and
Truth.
IWC.
Truth. Yes. We. Yeah, they are, dude. Did somebody say we? Jesus.
What the fuck? Did I just hear what I thought I heard?
Yeah, fucking around. I gotta go.
Oh.
Dynamite dropping, Andre.
Yeah,
speaking of dynamite.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm glad you bring that up because we were talking about that before. And I think it's awesome. I think we talked about it before. Flair being in AEW, and supposedly he cut this promo on Rampage. And some of it got cut out because a lot of people got butthurt because Ric Flair was being Ric Flair, and I guess you can't be your character anymore. So I hate to see what would happen to Rick Rude and Val Venus around this time.
They'd have been canceled.
Dude, long time ago.
A whole lot of nothing would have happened.
A whole lot of nothing, no.
What did
I think it's dumb. He said in his promo, he said, and all you ladies out there, 18 to 35, come meet me in my hotel room. Husbands and boyfriends not welcomed. That's Flair. That's fucking Flair. It's always been Flair.
And everybody on the internet fucking, of course, just
they lost it. Like he was helicoptering his dick on Rampage or something.
Yeah. Like, way to promote a guy who's had all these accusations against him and all this bullshit. And it's just, dude, it's one bad look after another. And I don't, hey, bringing Ric Flair in, and Tony's even said in the interview that it's Ric Flair's, they're basically paying AEW for him to be there. It's a promotional thing. And aside from that, you get arguably the greatest wrestler to ever fucking do it to be an ambassador for your brand. You know, in the world of professional wrestling, it doesn't get much bigger than that, dude. Like, come on, the 21-time world fucking champion.
Let me throw in my 2 cents because this shit irritates me a lot.
Yes, please.
Ric Flair is associated with Mike Tyson and Hulk Hogan and all these big bad fucking internet weed people. They're traveling the entire fucking country. I don't see anybody talking about cancel Joe Rogan. I don't see anybody talking about cancel every fucking person that Ric Flair was a guest. Not only was he a guest, but when he was a guest with all those people, everybody he was a guest with kissed his ass, respected him. He was respectful at every single place. He was a good host for every single person. Where's the fucking fans bitching? Like, it's just so irritating.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and
I read an article.
You're not saying,
Sorry,
right, Sreten, you're not saying that it's not the people's shows and stuff that he's been on.
No,
this is just straight fans that are.
No, I'm saying the fans bitching about like AEW having him on and letting him say stuff.
Yeah.
How are you selectively fucking outraged? Like, but
yeah,
I read an article last week, and you guys know I fell off from the wrestling thing a little bit, but like, the fans are officially. If AEW survives the next couple years, like in my opinion, it will officially be. And yes, this is fucking stupid thing to say that the fans make or break, right? Because it's obvious. If the fans everywhere, that's an obvious thing.
Yeah.
But the sensitivities, the outrage, the fucking you need to know everything, like the shittiness of the fans, the inability to make them happy is what's actually going to kill AEW. It's not going to be the product being shitty and the fans actually being like, oh, I like this or I don't like this. Because they could do shitty stuff and the fans are allowed to say, I don't fucking like this because it's stupid.
Right.
But it's because they just gotta, whatever you do, pivot left, you're a dick. Pivot right, you're a dick.
Yeah.
You know what? You guys are fucking dicks. Like something, asshole. Don't just like hating stuff.
Yes, I'm glad you.
Anyways, I'm
this
back,
up.
motherfuckers.
I'm glad you brought that up, Sreten, because yes, I am over all this bullshit too. And this is the way I put it. There's wrestling fans. I feel like we're wrestling fans. I feel like other people that we get along with, that we talk about wrestling with, are wrestling fans. Wrestling being the key word right there. Then there's WWE fans, and we all know who those are. The WWE stands. They just want to hate on AEW because it's not the E. They don't want to. They want to hate on everything else. If it's not WWE, it sucks. And then there's AEW fans. There's AEW marks that hate on WWE just because it's WWE. You know what I mean? So, WWE fans don't want anyone else to succeed but them. But that's the way it seems like to me that I see everywhere. They just want
tribalism. Yeah.
It's tribalism.
And it's toxic
so
tribalism, dude. It's people with super strong opinions that don't do anything. Like, if you ain't got nothing nice, don't say it at all, because how many episodes have we got to fucking say it? There's a million other promotions out there. I'll keep fucking saying it, because I hope there's a lot of you out there that agree with what we're saying, that like, you don't have to put that negative energy out in an already extremely divided and toxic world. And that's even outside of the fucking pro wrestling, because most of these motherfuckers just want to spew bullshit. And I can't even imagine what their takes and opinions are on everyday life, let alone like some of the shit they say in wrestling. Jesus.
No kidding. No shit, man. If you like wrestling, then you like wrestling. You know what I mean? I'm an AEW fan. I prefer that product over WWE. That's just my
So preference. Do people who make more money,
Supposedly, that was a weird stat that came out. That's like, well, really? Well, maybe
that's not to say all this shit is not to say like I guess I'm kind of defending Ric Flair because I'm a fucking fan. I wasn't a fan when he was popular.
I think we all need to.
I'm a fan of his in his old age.
Yeah, it's bad when a guy like that. And here's the thing that pisses me off about that the most. Like, say even whatever these alleged accusations previously, none of that was ever attached to him, right? And it's just people shitting on him for the sake that he's fucking old and he's an old man. Look, he's not fucking getting in the ring. He's not the attention. The focus isn't strictly on him. If anything, he's there to help try and draw some more eyes to the fucking product. I hate that he's an old man that's what he loves to do. And you're telling me that a guy who's paid his fucking dues and done more for anybody in the entertainment, in his fucking realm than anybody, like, you're going to just hate on him for the sake of it because he's old. Let him enjoy what he likes fucking, and the only thing he knows how to fucking do, which is be him. You know, we can't hate on him for something. And that really gets to me too, because it's just like, oh, you rip on him because he's old. Yeah, he's fucking old. But who cares? He's still out there entertaining. I still get a kick out of seeing him and some of the shit he does, you know, like that's fucking shitty. That to me, that says like, oh, well, just because you reach a certain number, you know, I thought, what happened to that song, AJ Number the Number, you know, because you reach a certain number in fucking life, you're not allowed to do things anymore. Like, I don't think so, dude. I think if your heart and passion, your body lets you to do it in some way, shape, or form, you fucking go for it, whatever that is. So fuck all you marks that want to justify and, oh, I'm defending people. I'm sticking up for people. I'm fucking defending the elderly. You know? I ain't raping them.
Exactly.
Their fucking dignity. Let that be taken out of context by Wrestling Inc. or something.
It will. It definitely will. No, dude, let Rick be Rick, man. Quit trying to get up. Quit trying to get up all in there.
It's still entertaining, dude.
It is still entertaining. It's Ric Flair. He can still cut a promo.
Yeah, you know? Dude,
and it's great. If push comes to some shove, he'll throw a couple blows. He'll knock you in the jaw and poke you in the eye. Yeah. Watch out, dude, because he'll wrap out in that figure four quicker than you can.
And the bottom line is, energy drink. I'll set a more silly tone after this shit. But the bottom line is, he has controversy about what he did or didn't do allegedly back in the day. So did a lot of guys. And honestly, if you fuckers believe
but you know what? No one was talking about that when he was doing shit in WWE. It wasn't like a big fucking thing. Like if he made an appearance in WWE or did whatever, it wasn't a big deal. But come to AEW where right now it's fucking hip to talk shit. Like I said, I alluded to earlier, they got like the TNA stink. And what's the TNA stink, you might ask? Well, sit down. Listen, I'll tell you. Hit it's like a stink palm while you do it. Back in the day, it's a little bit like that. Back in the day, and maybe some of it justifiably so, because the product went from, you know, like this fucking groundswell to like a badass fucking alternative of WWE in an era when there was like a monopoly on the business, major TV wrestling, you know? Mm-hmm. And when they had Hogan and Bischoff come in, shit started to go downhill. Legit, you know, they changed their identity of who they were too drastically, too much. Bad decisions were made. Anyways, long story short, there was a stink where for years, dude, everybody just loved to bash Impact TNA wrestling. Yeah. Even when it was good, you know? And then you got to the era where Callis came in and Scott D'Amore came in.
Yeah. And EC3 was on top.
Yeah. On top of Dixie Carter, maybe.
Yeah.
And Tyrus at the same time.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's disgusting. But, you know, I think it's much like that. And they work themselves over the hump now to where, yeah, hey, we got TNA wrestling coming back. And that's another thing. That's a testament to a good fucking product that you can withstand the test of time. People could say you're going to go out of fucking business for years and years and years. And they've been around, what, 21, 22 years, something like that now?
Yeah.
But there were a number of years where dude, it was almost like they were a cursed brand, a tainted brand. And in this day and age, that's a hard thing to get out from under, you know? Like once you're fucking kind of slapped with that, well, you fucking suck, you know, like dig your way out. And now AEW is having to try to pivot to find that because unfortunately for them in the internet wrestling community, the fans, it is cool to like shit talk them.
Oh yeah.
You know, like I get it. Everybody does bad shit that you don't fucking like sometimes. WWE did it for fucking, well over a decade.
Forever.
Yeah. Like, but you know
they
what?
They had hits and a lot of misses.
Yeah. And I never used like this platform. Guess what? WWE wasn't doing like anything that I liked. I just wouldn't talk about them. If they did something I liked, I would talk about them, you know? Like that's what I'm saying, people. That's how you cope with it. Make the community, make it more enjoyable for everyone because I fucking hate getting on socials now and just seeing all the bullshit, you know?
That's
another thing relating to AEW and like the fan base and all this shit. Did you see that shit with Mark Briscoe?
Yeah, dude. With WWE on Fox.
Yeah, they posted, was it Lashley and the Street Profits came out.
Said them boys.
Yeah, it said them boys, which everybody in professional wrestling that knows professional wrestling outside of WWE, you know, who are them boys, Jay and Mark Briscoe, you know?
Of course, yeah. Respect that name.
Yeah, so he got pissed and he tweeted something, you know, and I'm sure that dude still ain't fucking over the death of his brother,
no,
you know?
Of course not.
And he hasn't really even spoken. publicly he's always been like, oh yeah, it's cool, Jay's a better place. But you know that motherfucker's like probably still freaking out.
Yeah, dude.
You know, and then people jumped on his ass. And he even came out and apologized and was like, you know, I don't wish anybody get fired at WWE. You know, I'm just missing my brother, you know. But it's like one of those things, like people jumped all over some shit that really wasn't that big of a deal, you know. Motherfucker can get agitated and say something, and why shouldn't he? You know?
God forbid we're human.
Yeah. No kidding. He had a right. He had a right to say shit, though. I mean, like, you know, I don't know if you're clueless, like WWE on Fox. I don't know who runs that Twitter handle, but chances are they might not be that huge into wrestling. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Or
it's probably just some random chick named Consuela in fucking, you know, Yonkers, New York.
No, I tweet.
I tweet.
No, I tweet.
And I treat.
But yeah, I was all supportive of that. Like, nah, dude, you don't use that. You can't use that right now. You can't use that at all. Them boys is only the Briscoes, and that stays with the Briscoes, and that stays with Mark Briscoe. You know, that's what it is. And then there's them Juice Boys, that's us. Yeah, that's us over here. So give us a like and subscribe because we're them Juice Boys.
Yeah, that's right. And we're fucking full of juice, young, dumb, and
like and subscribe.
Ready to come. Middle-aged, crazed, and ready to glaze. Oh, that was right here, right now.
Ready to glaze. I would have said ready to blaze.
Hell yeah, ready to blaze. You know we're all about that too.
Middle-aged, crazed, and ready to blaze.
Smoke on the water. Yes, we're getting to it, Sreten.
A little smoke on the Watskis. This guy hasn't been around in a while. He doesn't know what's going on, dude. He doesn't know the flow of the show anymore.
That's right. He's fucking like the internet
shaking his head.
Community.
He's like,
he can't wait to fucking get off and like start talking shit about us. Look at him, I knew it.
I heard get up.
Anyways, let's talk a little more positive shit going on in AEW right now.
Please do. Please do. You want me?
I want you to bust it out because you know it's coming. You want to talk about your girl, man.
You know I do, dude. You know I do.
What?
I think it's the shit. I think it's the shit that they have a program with Julia and Abadon, and there's a story. I want to know where this goes, dude. It is blowing
cool.
my mind.
The vignette was cool when Julia appeared in the ring and the lights went off because it's two like supernatural characters. You know, two people have a good a million different ways to go storyline wise, you know, and it's for the girls too. And everybody bitches about the women's division. Now give them like a focal point, something good to do, and make it entertaining, you know?
Yep. Exactly. Yes. And
Tony's like, I'm not gonna fucking do entertaining shit, you know, I'm gonna do sports centric shit, but we'll just have the women do it.
Yeah, we'll just have the women do it, even though there's storylines everywhere.
I'm feeling the haters.
Dude, I think it's awesome. I can't wait to see what happens, where the payoff is, because look what happened with Sky Blue.
Yeah.
And she, you know, turned a little bit darker. It's something that Julia said that was very interesting, is she's like, I can see it behind everybody's mask. And she's like, I can't see behind yours. You know, she's like, some people become vicious and, you know, and some people are genius or whatever she said. And she's like, I can't figure out what's behind yours. And I'm like, what if she gets misted? What would Abadon do? What would happen? Where does that story go?
Yeah. Does it fuck her up? Like I always thought,
or does she just take it and just like give it back? Or
it'd be cool if she joined the house and was like,
I think she should.
Almost like their war dog, you know?
Yes.
Like she's the war beast. Because to me, she's like a rabid evil, right? Like a crazed evil. And they're more of a calculative fucking tip my wine glass and fucking worship Satan.
And I'll unleash the demons on you. And she's the demons. Listen, yes, dude, listen to Burzum. Yeah.
Yeah. But like I said.
And after that, we'll listen to some Belfagor. And maybe some Cenotaph. We'll throw some Cenotaph in there.
Digging deep.
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
Black metal. Evil shit. The black metal. The metals is black. The blackest of metals. Yeah, the most evil of all the brands.
Most evil of all black.
You really can't read our logos because they are straight from the Nordic winds of fucking plague and burning.
Don't say how you cancel this to my logos. Like a squiz guy.
These logos are
my logos. These logos is shit.
Total squiz guard. Yeah.
Yes, dude.
But there's so many ways they can go.
These logos is
cool. There's story behind it. It's not just someone like, hey, we're putting them together to fight, and there's a lot of intrigue. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. See how that plays out.
Oh man, I'm stoked. I'm a huge. It's no secret. I'm a huge Julia fan. Anyways, no, dude, like, I want to see what happens.
The vignettes could be really, really, really cool.
Definitely, they could do a lot of
some Lucha Underground shit, or like slash like low budget like horror. Fuck, they already. What's his name? Is it Mike Bradley? Who's the guy who played Pinhead?
Yeah, Doug Bradley. Yeah.
Yep. They already included his voice on some shit. Like you could, man, those things are priceless. That's the gift that Lucha fucking gave everybody, was cinematic shit, instead of like just cutting a promo like, I'm gonna kick your ass. It's fucking. You go for that wild ride. Shit. Yeah. It's less work they got to do just fucking in the ring.
Just don't have it end in a House of Horrors match, please.
Yeah.
That was weak. That was so weak. But I digress, as Taz would say. But yes, A+ on that. I want more. Moving on. Should we? Hey. Winter's coming up, and I think it's badass because the Von Erichs are gonna be there, dude.
Yes, dude.
The fucking Von Erichs.
If you guys go back, I believe it's episode 125. We had Ross and Marshall Von Erich on this fucking show, and it was probably one of my favorite episodes because those dudes are so cool. Episode. And like the sons of legends and a legendary family, and like I love that shit. That WCCW, that fucking. I love Texas, dude. It's fucking great.
Yes. Everything about it.
The fucking glow. But anyway, check that episode.
It's coming out for you. I had to throw that out there, man.
I like how they're doing that. It's when I thought about it, I was like, well, it's pretty obvious if MJF, which I'm seeing now that his part got drastically cut down. There's like he's in it for like 10 seconds or something. Yeah.
I saw the reason why though, and it kind of makes sense. I mean, they said there was like a little subplot of Lance Von Erich. And then it was just kind of minuscule. And this was written before he came in. They casted him. So it was kind of like, they were like, well, this doesn't play into the whole scheme of things. So if you have to cut stuff, I guess that hits the cutting room floor right there. And
Lance, you're just not cool.
Yeah. You were trying to oil me up. And that's not cool.
Butter me up. I got no
Lance Von Erich, you're cut.
Yeah. Cut him fucking hard.
Millhouse,
dude, it'll be cool. In Texas. They should get a huge pop. And actually, when they announced that, not only did I go on that fucking proverbial promo train and pop our old episode with them, but I was going back and I remember when they came back to TNA and they were in Texas. And dude, I'm telling you, when Kevin got in that fucking ring, dude, I'm like getting the goosebumps now, dude. You felt it. You felt that state behind him. Like even still, like that, the Von Erich thing is real, dude.
Of
like
course,
down
it still is.
Yeah, like the Beatles of fucking Texas, dude. Like the pop was insane at that show. And all I did was get in, give a claw to like DJ Z, I think it was, or somebody, and then with his sons in the ring. Like, yeah. And this is fucking over a decade ago.
I was going to say, this was 10 years ago, dude.
Yeah. So it's I hope it leads to maybe the boys getting a shot too in AEW.
That would be cool, dude. Ooh.
I don't know. I don't think they're doing anything with MLW.
With Homeboy coming out with him, applying the claw on people.
I know, just dropping claws, like dropping claws. Like White Claws fucking rain down from the fucking sky.
Full cans of White Claw, yeah. Ding, ding.
They like know where all the smart mark assholes are at in the crowd. It's like specifically targeted. So it just rains down White Claws on their fucking skulls.
Look on your seat.
Yeah, and as soon as you do, you get bonked in the fucking head.
Exactly.
By like a case of White Claw.
You got Homeboy running around the ring just applying the claw to everybody, going in the crowd, dude, getting Shivani in the Iron Claw. Like, you can't stop him. Just reliving the glory days, dude. It's the best. I love it. It's like Slaughter back in the day when he was an official and he was in there trying to apply the Cobra Clutch to everybody. He's like trying to break up on a fight, but in the back of his mind, he's like, I can fucking choke this motherfucker out. Yeah. He's looking for it, He never applied it, but it was there. That's going to be Von Erich.
He thought everybody was Cobra. He had to choke them all out.
Thought everybody was Cobra. Hey, Deathstroke, get over here.
Dude, that would have been a great thing. Like, when he's older, he's just like going senile, the fucking Cobra Commander everywhere, like just choking everybody out, like unstoppable.
Destro, I remember you.
Yeah, pukes.
You pukes. Drop and give me 30, Destro.
Yeah.
Hey, you've been, let's segue into something else. So you've been keeping up on the Continental Classic?
Yes, I have.
Yes, dude. I love that idea.
Dude.
I love that idea.
You got guys like Bully Ray coming out and saying I'm busted open. How like initially he wasn't like a fan, but he's like, man, I've been watching these matches, and like the second weekend or something, he was like second or third week. He's like, holy fuck, my mind has been changed. You know, like the wrestling is fucking top notch in it, and I love that, dude. We're guaranteed like there's no one running out, you know, doing anything. There's a little bit of chicanery, you know, like
kicking in the balls.
Yeah, or something like that. But there's none of that fucking NWO-ism, you know, or people are running down to make the fucking save and shit.
Right.
And it's
BCC is not helping each other out.
Yeah, dude, everybody's just going hard, dude. Like that. The last match I just watched earlier today was on Collision, that Bryan Danielson and Andrade.
Jesus, they beat the shit out of each other.
They did. But then you hear what's this thing going on with Andrade where he's going back to CMLL. His contract is up like early January.
I heard his contract up with AEW is spring. His contract up is spring, but he's going to do a show in CMLL because he's not affiliated with AAA anymore.
Yeah.
And then CMLL kind of working with AEW now, so they don't care, you know, like he doesn't have any affiliate with AAA, so he's going to go back, which has been like 10 years or something. He's going to do that trios match. And then but yeah, when his contract's up, there's a lot of rumors saying that he's going to go back to the E, and I mean, if he does, he does. So what? I don't care. If he stays awesome. Either way, I'm going to get to see him wrestle, but
no, I hope he does stay, because of that.
In my preference, yes, I would love to see him stay because there's still stories to be told.
Yeah, and they haven't, you know, I think, man, for the most part, everybody in this tournament just is going to come out looking strong as fuck. Even everybody who doesn't win, because it's
like Garcia.
Yeah, dude, it's been one hell of a fucking tournament, dude. Like I said, everybody going fucking hard at each other. Like you're going to come out whether you win or lose it and just look like one tough son of a bitch, you know?
Exactly. Yeah. Like Brody King. He's looking like a monster. I love that. Yeah. And then you got in the Gold League, you got Moxley and you got Swerve, both at 9 points at 3-0. And then they face each other at Winter is Coming, and it's like,
as of this
that shit's cool though.
Yeah, everybody, this shit's going to unfold. So we'll have to talk about it another time, but
but that shit's cool, dude. I like this whole round robin setup. I've always liked it. You know, the G1, I've always liked that style. Now they're doing it here. And even though like Garcia's at 0 points, Kingston pulled off a win against Claudio. That was awesome. He's at 3. Briscoe and Lethal have 0 points, but even then they're still putting on great matches and they're hanging. It's not like they're getting squashed. They're not getting blown out of the water. Most of the time with like Briscoe, it was like they hit the 5 minute mark, like 5 minutes left, 5 minutes left, and then go for another minute. So he's pushing them to the limit, so
limit. Is he walking along the razor's edge?
He is.
Hey, yo. I shouldn't have said it.
Chico, somebody say razor's edge, man.
Fucking Razor Ramon.
I'll carve you up, man.
Shit. Settle down, Scott. Settle down. I mean, Razor.
Adios, Chico.
Dude, I can't open GT. Oh, he's back. I can't. Don't you got some mocap to film for GTA 6?
Yes, I hope so. I hope he's in there.
That would be the greatest thing ever in video games.
Dude, turn on the radio. That'd be great. Dude, GTA 6 all of a sudden. Dude, this shit was smooth. This shit was so suave.
Smooth as a baby's bottom.
Jim Johnson does it again.
Circling back around to the round robin, the Continental Classic, I do like there's some story being told too, and this kind of is interwoven with like what I want to move on to is like the whole Daniel Garcia and Bryan Danielson thing. There's still that story from last year still lingering in the tournament. You see the promos in the backstage, and Bryan's promos have been fucking amazing. He's like just meditating.
Amazing, yes.
his fucking broken arm and his orbital bone. He's just like, fucking talk about all this shit, like almost like a calm Ultimate Warrior, like get out there, fucking give your best. I come back here and meditate so I can just come back and whip ass because I'm not humble. I want to fucking win.
Exactly, dude. Tell him how it is.
And he's just showing his fucking toughness and all that shit. And I hope there's something that will come with Garcia and that outside of it. Maybe this is helping further along, groom him for the BCC. But this is also a part of another story with QT Marshall leaving the company. Sreten, did you hear about that? Remember your boy QT? You were a big QT Marshall
He is a QT guy.
Memory serves me correct.
Sure.
No, not a little bit. Just a little.
He was all about him. QTV, that was his shit.
I remember he was like, this dude's t-shirt's like an apple. I dig it.
I like it.
I think it's great. But he's leaving. And he's saying that the company's heading in a direction that he's not really wanting to go in. Amongst other things, like he wanted to be pushed more as a wrestler, featured more. It wasn't going to happen, and supposedly Tony's wanting to present a more sports-centric thing, which I think is cool, like more NJPW fucking style, like we're seeing in this fucking tournament. But you need the story stuff. Maybe if they lean heavy on that stuff, but you still got to have some of the, like the gimmick, like we're talking about Abadon and whatnot, some of that shit that draws you in, the chicanery, the schniggins of professional wrestling.
It's still there. I feel like the stories are still there. There's a lot of stories. There was a Swerve Hangman story. There's the Masked Devil and his masked minions. There's Abadon and Julia. There's always House of Black, and there's the
like
FTR.
Said, that's just QT fucking saying, hey, you're not pushing me. So these are the reasons.
Yeah. So I'm out of here.
Go more sports centric. Bring the fucking ratings or the standings back. I
like that, dude. But don't make them rankings. Just make them like standings. I guess. I don't know. Don't do like a
stats.
College football rankings. System like. How do look at other sports? You want to go that way? UFC style? There's your weight class. I mean, not put weight. Please don't start doing weight classes. But anyways, boom. Here you go. Here's who's who. Here you go. Top. Here's your champions. Underneath them, who's got the best record all the way down. I would kind of like to see that, but that's just me. Sreten, what about you? Does that draw you in or no? Are you like story?
Story. It's wrestling.
He's a theatrical guy. He's a theatrical guy.
But there's stories going on everywhere.
Athleticism.
AEW. I don't know if you watch WWE anymore.
I don't watch WWE. But
I didn't think so.
No, Wallace is right. I'm all about. I really really like the athleticism. It's part of modern wrestling. But
that's not what you're searching for. You're searching.
I want a good story, man. A story will keep me going.
This guy's wanting to write movies, so I get it.
Yeah.
Have you been keeping up with the Masked Devil?
No.
I think you'd like that.
I dipped my toes a few weeks. I like, to be honest, guys. Cool, I've been like 99% out of it.
He's been knee deep in fucking pussy for a long time. And I can appreciate it.
Swimming.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Swimming.
He's looking up. He's like, I think he just came with the De Niro.
I don't know how to respond to that other than with silence.
Oh, well,
I thought you hit me with the De Niro a second ago. Like, this guy over here.
No.
This fucking guy over here.
What he's saying is he hasn't been in front of a keyboard like the rest of you monkeys, so give it a rest,
I have. I've been writing.
He's been busy, man.
I've been busy oiling and lotioning for future projects that we'll get to unveil on the universe. And
Sreten's in work mode. We know when he's in work mode. He's in work mode.
Yeah. Just jerking off all the day.
Ooh, now you're talking.
No, but
jerk mode, more like jerk mode.
I'll dip in it a little bit just to keep up with some things, but no, like 90% of shit, I'm not in. Like I'm pretty excited for the TNT stuff or TNA, or I don't even know what the fuck it's called. Whatever the new Impact name is. I quit the show. I suck.
TNA.
No, I actually get the most of my energy when I talk to you guys. I get fired up about watching.
Fired up.
There's an event at the end of January that I'm hoping to get to go to. So that's a wrestling show. So that'll be cool.
Yeah.
Man,
Now you're talking.
you know what
Lots
I'm
of
saying?
cool shit coming up.
Always cool shit coming up.
Oh,
What's the story here, Bodi, about Sam Adonis causing riots and fucking Triple A?
dude, did you hear about that?
What?
I saw some shit, but I don't think I read too much into it.
Who did he team with? I can't remember who he teamed with now. It's drawing a blank. Why am I drawing?
It was against Mecha Wolf, wasn't it? Though
I don't think it was Mecha Wolf. I think it was like somebody else. He was supposed to face like Pagano Jr. in this match. It was like a tag match, but in the match before, like whoever he is partnering with or somebody, like he was there with somebody and he was egging people on and shit like that, and like the crowd's just buying it all. And Adonis is just pouring it on, and then Pagano is hurt. Well, they start working him, like his group like started working his arm and shit like that, and or whatever was hurt. And then the crowd was just like getting pissed and like just it built up more and more, and they started like throwing like cans and bottles at them and shit. And like they were just playing it up. Like I don't know if they were like taunting the crowd. I'd have to look it up again. I remember reading it and I was like, holy shit, like this happened. And but they had to get escorted out of the building, and I guess they got escorted to the back, and they locked them in like a riot room. Like they have riot rooms down there for this because this shit happens down there, man. If you don't know, now you know.
People get stabbed.
Yeah, the fucking shit's real down there, dude. But so they had to lock them in that room, that riot room, and they kept them in there, security guarded till like everybody cleared out. And I'm like, that is fucking awesome. That's metal. It's like, hell yeah, dude, that's brutal. But yeah, dude. Sam Adonis causing riots.
I love it. Sam's good people. He needs to cause more riots. I wish he was more on like an Impact or something, instead of fucking AAA. But
that'd be nice.
He's probably making killer money down there.
He is.
Let's get into some WWE shit real quick. So Jade Cargill, big signing. They're not, they're taking their time with her, and I think some people are like, where the fuck is she? Blah blah blah. But those are the same people that are like, oh, she needs to work on her fucking in-ring and all that, because she's a complete total package. But you just got to get the in-ring down. Yeah, right. I just watched some shit with him. It's crazy to see that he's fucking still going after all that shit, man.
I don't need a sidetrack, but on a side note, parentheses, dude, I seen a picture of Perry Saturn, like a recent one.
I saw that.
Good to see that he's doing better, because I think the last time I saw him, he didn't look too good.
Well, he didn't look too good in this picture. I don't know. I hope he has,
but he looked healthy at least a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, for sure.
At least you're eating. So, but yeah, I agree. Maybe take your time. I don't know if all momentum would be lost, though. I know people were saying like, oh, she had this big, huzzah about her when she first arrived, and it was like nothing.
She's there,
Yeah, and she's there. She makes appearances on NXT and shit like that. So,
giving out
take your time
to fucking Nelly and shit.
Right, take your time. I mean, she did what she did in AEW, but now you have to learn the WWE style. So now you're going from like learning that AEW style to what the WWE wants, which is a little bit more slow moving storytelling in the ring, more body work, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Or stuff like that.
Yeah. And just learning how to not hurt yourself and people in the ring. It's
exactly.
Time. It's not like she was a professional wrestler for fucking 20 years or 15 years.
The hard hitting style sometimes AEW is.
Yeah. She just got the look, dude. So everybody, she'll come with time. She'll come with time when the time is right. I mean, you figure, even look at it this way, when Mania comes around, I mean, that's still, more, since she's been there, it'll be like fucking, I don't know, 4 or 5 months of fucking training.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she can start to, I mean, if Nia Jax can be on television, Jade can be fucking
oh my God. Nia Jax. Nia Jax. I still can't believe she's there.
Well,
why?
Why?
I can't stand her. I don't think.
Can you believe CM Punk is back in WWE?
Jesus, dude.
You're a fanboy. Just like you like him.
I'm a huge fanboy. Just when I thought we couldn't talk about him anymore. Just when I was hoping we wouldn't have to talk about his ass anymore, he comes and pulls this shit. Yeah. So yeah, I didn't believe it, and like I said, you sent me that text, and all I could say is, for fuck's sake. Like, dude, seriously, like, he's in the E. Like, you're going to have to be on your best behavior, dude. Because they don't fuck around there. And, like, you can't go around throwing your weight around and being like, I'm CM Punk. Look at my Pepsi tattoo. You know, you can't be all doing that shit. Like I thought
he can't big time anybody here because everybody. I mean, do all you gotta say is like Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns. He'll look at some like stagehand dude and be like, "Go give me a latte."
Like, and then when he doesn't, you'll see Ace Steel back there, like,
biting dudes
like on a leash. And it's not Larry. He brings fucking Ace Steel on the leash.
He'll buy you down, Ace, down, boy.
Fuck you. You got Ace Steel like Chris Montez. He'll bite your dick.
Exactly, dude. CM Punk just choking dudes out behind backstage and hiding them in closets.
Right.
Anybody see Sami Zayn?
Well, dude gets it. And it's interesting.
I'm cracking myself up.
As of this recording, we don't know where he's, gonna permanently be yet. He's made appearances on Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. But dude, I don't know. And it's just weird, like fucking seeing him back. I kind of figured it was going to happen. I figured once he came back to wrestling in general, you knew at some point that
I laughed.
I mean, it was going to happen. If the Ultimate Warrior can come back, if fucking all these other guys can come back.
Bret Hart.
Oh God, Bret
Hart came back.
The worst. He felt like they killed his fucking brother.
Yeah, exactly.
On top of the fucking Montreal screw job.
On top of the screw job.
If it wasn't a fucking work like Sreten says it is.
Yeah, this guy
listens too much Cornette.
Man, yeah, I can't say that I care. I don't care that he's there. I really don't. Like, I don't know.
But a lot of people do. I just don't get the, I don't know. A lot of people love it. They're like touting this when he came back. It was their most viewed social media post ever.
Of course, yeah. I mean,
all this crazy
he came back
shit.
to WWE. Like, nobody ever caught. I think, not being biased, but I think that when him showing up in AEW was meant more because he hasn't been seen in wrestling or around wrestling for how many years? 10 years.
Yeah.
But the E1 means a lot too. That's a good moment because he came out back to WWE and when I like the way they produced it, where they were going to cut it off. They put the flag up and, it was like, cutting off an air and all of a sudden
the re-recording of Cult of Personality.
Exactly.
Like, damn it, I knew it was
remastered earlier in the day. I'm like,
I was like, that
doesn't mean anything. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, this son of a bitch.
Yeah, it doesn't. That's what I thought too. It's like, they shouldn't have done that, but it doesn't mean, damn it, he'll be back.
Although I do have to say I am interested in his program with Seth Rollins if that's going to be happening.
Yeah, I would like, I'm not a fan of him, but
I'm not either.
The intrigue is there. I would like to see in the ring because I'm wanting to see. I mean, these guys are all professionals. I
like to see him in rings too.
But I think it could probably put on some pretty damn good matches with some of the real life animosity that's there. We're essentially not going to get Omega versus Punk, but you'll get Rollins versus Punk. Same thing.
Maybe Reigns versus Punk at Mania.
Yeah.
Reigns doesn't like anybody.
That's the only reason why I'm like,
teddy bear.
Other than I don't really care about, I'm kind of, the only reason I could say I'm salty about it is like, dude, we had so much money left on the table in AEW, and who knows, Ace Steel's coming out and saying now that he's like, there's going to be a dark side on this one day.
I hope so. Hey,
there will be.
If that's what comes out of it,
we'll fucking be making it, probably.
I'll be there watching it, dude. Yeah. No shit.
In our own version.
Yes, of course.
Vision.
Biting dudes. Going around biting dudes.
Montez biting dudes' dicks. Ace Steel, played by up-and-comer Chris Montez.
Yeah, you can't. Dude, that sucks, man, because I think I said it on when we were talking with Dillinger. That, dude, all in 2024, Elite versus CMFTR would have sold that building out. You would have made millions on that feud and that match. And you know what I would have done? I would have pulled the fucking Taz Sabu shit, dude. You know what I'm talking about? That ECW Taz Sabu shit you don't touch for a year until this match.
Yeah.
They
could have done it.
Come to blows. Yeah. They don't, they can be in the ring together cutting killer promos. I hate the dude. I don't like the dude, but hey, I would watch that. I would be hooked, line, and sinkered.
Yeah. And I feel like a ass boy, if like I love Omega and the Bucks, but hey, if you know they're the reason behind, like they were the ones that, and I also get like, hey, if you think someone's a fucking dick, don't work.
You gotta go.
You're in a spot where you're even whatever, flex your muscle. If you think somebody's toxic, you know, I've been at a job where, hey man, this guy's fucking ruining the fucking culture of what we're trying to do. Get him the fuck out of here, you know? If that's the case, great. I just hope that it doesn't ever end up being divulged down the line that like, well, they just weren't professional. Cause it's like, dude, come on. It's the wrestling business, dude. Put your shit aside. Brett and Sean got back in the ring together. Brett and Vince got back in the ring together. Like, you know, Hogan came back, and I saw something today.
Did a program with Roxy.
I brought him up earlier, and I hate to fucking give him any more of a rub than I already did, but like, I think it was Wrestling Inc. asked on Twitter, X, if you will.
I know you don't.
What was the bigger deal? CM Punk coming back or when Hogan did?
Hogan.
How do you even ask that
long
question?
shot?
Dude, yeah, everybody, as much as people hate Hulk Hogan right now, dude, 98% of the comments were Hogan, and it ain't even funny. It ain't not even close. It's
no Hogan coming back with Hogan, and you know, not to give him more rub, but Hogan has also had the best heel turn ever. You cannot duplicate that. You know, you could have.
They're all true close, words of wisdom.
No, it is
knowledge that you hear in Juice Pro.
Dropping it for free, dude. Jesus, look at that.
That kind of pissed me off. I'm like, you can't compare CM Punk to anything Hogan did because Hogan transcended like the sport. You know, CM Punk
does
transcended it just because he's cut some promos for the Blackhawks, whatever. I don't give a fuck. You know, he goes to fucking Thailand. They don't know who the fuck he is. But when Terry Bollea comes through town, they're like, life. And they don't even speak in English.
No, they're just posing with them.
Bullshit.
Yep. They're singing Real Americans over there in Indonesia and stuff, dude. I'm a real American, dude, posing with them. Everybody's got blonde mustaches. Like, what's going on over there, dude?
You gonna do sex to me?
Did you like that video? If so, be sure to hit like and subscribe and check out more killer content from your boys at Juice Pro Wrestling. Whoa, yeah!